Welcome back, everybody. We are now officially on number 74. And like I've done before with Matthew and Isaac from Golden Sun, and the multiple other Belmonts besides Simon Belmont, alongside with Jonathan Morris, this is another dual spot with two characters, and it's me back on the Final Fantasy series. I already talked about a Final Fantasy potential character with the Black Mage class back at like um 20 something, I believe. But now I'm going to be talking about specific legit characters from the games. And those two characters are basically Cecil Harvey from Final Fantasy IV and Terra Branford from Final Fantasy VI. Now, why would I pick these two characters? Before I even start talking about why I picked the characters, why they would make sense or anything, why did I pick these two characters specifically? Because I think they're the two key main Final Fantasy characters that made an impact on Nintendo Final Fantasies, both being lead characters in Super Nintendo Final Fantasy games. Basically, Final Fantasy 4 and 6 are some of the more highly praised Final Fantasy games, and these are the two lead characters from those games. Now, why would I pick, and why else would I pick these guys? Well, both of them are actually fairly popular. I do think I've seen some of them, like whenever Final Fantasy characters are requested, these are the two characters, besides the Black Mage class and a few other things here and there that we'll get to in a moment with another future spot. That often I see get recommended for the Smash Brothers series. I have seen them get requested, not a lot, not a whole lot, but here and there. And I do think they're actually quite popular from these games. These games are both popular in themselves, and the characters are pretty popular. It's probably some of the higher popular characters. And then when it comes to moveset potential, basically with Cecil, it all depends on how you actually put him in the game. Because at the beginning of the game, he starts off as a Dark Knight, so he does a lot of dark magic, dark powers. But then he eventually becomes a Paladin at the end and does more, light magic and becomes more of a good guy type thing and does more, good magic and not so dark stuff. Which is the picture you're seeing right now of Cecil on the left is of him as a Paladin. So I think if they went with that specifically, I think they would go for the Paladin version, because I think that's the major version of the game, because once you transform into that, he's like that for the rest of the game, like him changing of heart or something like that, from darkness and whatnot. And then as for Terra, I think she's more of like a mage character. She has a sword, but she also can do quite a bit of magic as well, I believe. And various other abilities that she can pretty much do is various magical powers that she has. So I think both of them would actually be fairly magic based. They wouldn't be straight up sword users because both of them do use swords. But I think if there's either character that probably has more magic than the other, I think Terra would probably have that be a little bit stronger in that category than I think Cecil would. But both of them are pretty high in magic, I would say, on top of their sword abilities. So like I said with Lloyd, they wouldn't be straight up sword users. They would have unique abilities on top of that, like magical abilities, be able to use items from Final Fantasy, like items in your party that you could basically use. And as for Final Smashes, they probably could do some of their more alternate ability attacks in the game, or you could actually even pull off an ability where you do like a Mega Man type thing, or even Shulk and call in party members to help attack. So there's that, I guess. So, what do you guys think, though? Do you guys think if Square ever got a rep that it would actually, and if it was Final Fantasy for that matter, it should actually be a legit character, or do you think it should be like a class type so it represents more of the series rather than just one or two games, or it should be like a mascot or someone else important, or do you think maybe Square should have another character like Dragon Quest or like Kingdom Hearts or something or do you think Square just doesn't deserve representation and you want another third-party character? Put the comment section what you guys think, and we can discuss that there. See y'all later.